Ladies and gentlemen, while the Angoon people are getting ready, we have dancers here that has been waiting back in the back room for a while, so we'll have them at this time, Dave Katsik and his group. This is the Shangukeidi group.
Yai tatawe aktuasigu aktatani ya takutu adi ya halisko hasat uwo takunach at uwa ya yisiku aya hasku jo white yedo wasak kunach desai ku nagas hu aya ha inyaye kwatiyen tashkuya tuyi dat tasayach uswulsin hat kuwatine Haya akhiyit yakin geste David Katsik hu aya ashade aya usikha chawasa wuniye du itikh da kuqagut aya du iniu qatullaat ya waqa wa h1 adadiya satak yigo aya kwan Shangukeidi aya yidat akhtuwasigu chulkat qinakh datanje ya Gonalchishe Yahwakai Hat Achisha Sawesukach Ade. Ayasukach Adi Yadi that had to Shikanugunayat Achtu Ayu Katlaqenoch, Yehat Tutinoch, Hatsu Achisha Sna Yesu at She. Haya Achit Yananach Awes Yakanach Tedi has to Hudawaha Ayin Achan A Hotso Ahedo Asa. Jesus Kostian Ashahik, Ayahana Kugut, Ayat Yakane Kadaya Katlat Gonalchish or Etzokahut Aye Hajad at two tea Ayayi that Tlachya Dakutu Adi, Hakahin, Ayahaya or Tichaan Koa Awe, Hatu di Yanik, Yihu Dawa Ayin so, Duhandahya Hetit with the Yechen, Kawad Ish, Duhan Atlas. Kathatseo Aktusaye, Seakada, Katas to Honiakanach Tete, Kaya Achlish Kunanach, who awe Kakda Ish Yeudoasa, Daktain Tan, a two Detsuhat Kasihat, Ayagunalchish, Yak Yihati Nihatsud, Joya Achlish Kositiha, Yake Tochtatanchi, that Achlish Gowe. Duchinaka Wigan Archie White Yedo Wasak Lika Enach Yeha Waka Achinaya Kwaki Hate Outliech Yunaki Hahidi Ayu our hate Duchi eat Duchinaka Waki Hatsuga so Outliech was a dosa would saka Shis Sati would saka Tus Yedo Wasak Aqua Katku Tsaka, Tlahuasayu Katliqe Duchi Dekon Goshokchin Katak Satiya Wuna, 1938. Chaanawet Daddy Detsu Dachkan Kasani, Che Yatin, Duchi Tachoyat Yakinigon Alchish, Kaakane, Mrs. Joe White, Annie White, Tatlachtor Skucha, Kahwani, Gay, Sutlina Yach, Dastia, Hanakukut. Hujaya Ahua, Duji iti Ayaya Kawut, Kaudakudawaka, Dohokawan Kah, Tuusako, Dohoch Yekokwa Iknuk, Hated Kahtuliak Nukayo, Tlaslayu would take Kakdakes. Chatlakoyu ayan uwani duchintin hanais atayeji wane. Ya de hokeelke achite de keelke ayat qaudliyu akhak du dachkhana ha hajaan kho ayoch ik has jesies kuske ayo take sandis to qayan awanti hasunat. Yi dat ya yi kho ya akhsani Austin Hammond tas du yakhwat yakhayakh ik hasi dat as qusti kat. Shotiyat ke khasati huj ke khasusiti. Hayakhet liai dat hi wakshik andak wa gut khashchaqi ye awadu wasak hakak. Ayayat ya du hakashtinach ya ye aya u dukel. Yunaki ha hiti khet hit ye ayu du wasa khakaudliai hit ayo an ha du watlak. Shugunach sai awadakistina, ye ayahow do a sattler shugunach. Kaudlia hit, ye do a sa, away a seek yado, a getch a cleaskosaye. Janice Katzik, turn around, honey, and show the blanket. Jenny Slonat, ye do a sa, kuduji ti aya, ajiko do a kaye anaksani. Yado atsu, akak, akjid awa, ak, jayesu. Nas ta questionaki achit awachi khetlit ka akwa awas u ye do achjen shat kas ko khat city aqal ta khatye de yatlehya ya ka khichen otla troya khoshi khoye nanich atutlakh qanukun aki kan hasist tawaq asagu nach ishas yachaku yakhoste khayai data khudi tin hayit shat Daisy Phillips, Kochuas he, Kagwanta, Naya Yasha, what a Naki Dak go, Daisy. You'd Kochain Naya Yanik, Tladeat own Gadla, Geha, Tlatlago Kao, Tlakwano, Kayaku Nagas, Akaya Shutli Yahu Hadeoseka, Ajaya de Yitin. Chuchago Dakawayek, Dayen and Hayit Shatayo Haginach at Lech. Hashukayan dushan she ayayati. Yai dat Jeff David Hasku ye awado asad hun khosayewat du yawduati du hun khot agaqi khot khadada tu uni goch du tlaka akawaska kagwantan naki dakha du yitaya hada chkhan khayusiti akawaska Shangukeidi du ishnak Shangukeidi yade Adachana we ajo akak ye yawaka. Klaya yita adada tu yanigya akawaska. Kladu iti khaya hadachkan kigoksati ajaya hutsohaku. Jeff, could you step forward? Kaya yitin yade. Jeff David kasku yedo asak. Yada awes ya ahwu Carlton Smith. Taki a shutan. Shanakawaye do a sak daklawe did a hetlak on dak nes ade. Achwu Dan Katzik. Yehan Gatin Nayo a hundergoot gin. Igina hoak hotlech partner. Wasat Huahan, Gonach Kark at Nahan. Honachayuyan wuja, Gon Yatlagu Kark or Josikunak Ushta Kit Ishanke. Tlaslayu jot the kat kad tayi kayu yesh na da age. Jadusayit so ayakyati. Jaan ko awa du hidi. The kat kad jaywa yatin ayi qin. Kit gushi ayi kedakati. Kaya teka. Klayan kaudik ik adu sayu you cedar. What's the name of the book? Monuments of Cedar. Yedo asak akakoye kahisatin. Hudu tu ulatsi ni awe we has to kahidi chosla a kawed weda do gas itso ayi wo achoy yan ausni achaya yi teen hutsu ya akhu yashnakoa Carlton Smith hutsu haina kwate khaya tleka sha wata da chkhanya khaya ka haya te khoidia angun dak ya Barbara Nelson Tlingit reinach tlkhan shutasa Achlich kayu ye hada ya kai ni go ayak kon ya inawadi ha khoni awate khwede chakut ye nakhan hasusitak achowa hastusai chakut ye dayati tlkhwan khaye a khite khwede sati du yakhati a dek ayaya dat akhtu ya kesh kat ya di teen tlatlek Shangukeidi haya hasai ayu ya tam Jimmy skandu o ye awado wasak the tlek kandi tak wanach sati aya du gawian shu jkhin chtu unanachi awa wahit adach tu at tu aqawa ha in awa tlak wanach saya Shangukeidi ye ha du sago ya daqistina khasati ye ka ushti ye awado wasak ya ka gwantan khonakha achu sikut ikhte aqa awe Ohan suya Shangukya ya taqestina hastu in khasiti Tlaye aya kanik wa te paji wa at kadeu atange tlakhlwan yiji tlakhlwan kati sawka qok yisaye sayati aya yu yande awaye qoya wa ka khagadana kade awayana qok hastu yana ye aqa awa tu dewduwa akh Yigo ayakwan Shangukeidi tla aqawa hashade hane qashta khwat ye ya waqa guk gaishat tla tleke na Shangukeidi tla ya he khwaya khayu yati dak on da hina yu yes ya waqa tu khaw do wa akhtis ko khaye do wa akhatsu hastu khaya wastai atsus awasa aya hatha qaida do aqwa Ya do khan awuna ya ha khudakh ayaku awlina ajaya tlathaji aqwa trida de detl hai astia awuna tlaju to wanak qayati naya de khositi yedo wasa hayayi dat hal khosaku wasaka kokhlani ke qaya ada aya khaytlit yanaki Shidihene ajoyu kuwaji guanaxiu naki wa alkitlit. Nayo how do what luck yesh katliknuch ach ish. Tethli na yet cheetuni yisik. Yakhet a watchustaka shu ayo has auditsach yakda dry be yaketuni. Yukisane, yuk gehauya no slihash. Awa has our sitin, wakisane. Awa has to like teen now where to Nate at the case as tukch. Achan gayas na at you yanusli hashikau teen. Say you at do guya kuani kuyan up. Atas ashtu go a hooch wushikao, keuchi to go at the hayuti, has course to you kisane. Has to eat to she it so haji, wo ya hate that. Chustaka shukhet tawu dat say ye ayut kaudutli shi aqa aya yakhet haji ye woti junior khayu dukaye woni khachkai ye do wasak aya kaudutli hit aya dat ye aya kakhwanik shedihene aya litkhach hasas awus ko had litkha qina khawas gol akhij I will brief at this time that I have what I have said. I would try to retract. At this time, I'm very proud to see my father's tribe, the Shangukeidi, to be represented here from Haines, and it has always given me a sense of pride, even if I don't show the pride. My father's tribe still is going on. I loved my father. It's a wonderful heritage to teach our children to respect their parents. And I was brought up like that. Respect where you were born from. My grandfather, Archie White, from the Takdain Town in Juneau, would say, your roots go a long ways. Even the lowest of them, you may be related to them. So watch how you talk to people. Words are like a long stick coming into a crowd. Be careful whose face you may hit. Watch what you're going to say. And so I am very proud too to say that the Takdain Towns are represented here today from Juneau. And also I mentioned on my husband's side, the Shangukeidi Ravens. They were quite a tribe. I remember when I was just growing up, how they used to perform for in potlatches. That was their thing. They really did it right. And when I hear this saying that they're Anyet Khosani, they were the elite ravens up there. And now it's because of our elders dying off. We don't see very many of them here. And I'd like to mention I was married into this tribe. My husband, George Katzik, before he reached even 60, passed away suddenly. But I'm so happy to see, I just want to honor his tribe. So I'm saying this, that I'm glad to see you here in participation. And my husband's father, Dan Katzik, which is represented by the Dakhtaweidi, are also participating here. Edwin Casco is in charge of the Killer Whale House up there. And Carlton Smith, you see on the platform, is my father-in-law's tribe. And when my father-in-law saw us doing what we're going to do, he used to come forward with his regalia and say, my Tlingit name is Kodzi. I want you to know I'm going to do the work for you. You watch my movement and copy. You just watch which way I move. You move with me. I'm going to dance for you. And I was quite young at that time, and he really performed. So we have Carlton Smith here, who is going to dance for me, I feel, and I'm so proud that one of our Dr. Wadi is up here, and also Daisy Phillips, I mentioned, from the Kagwantan tribe of Chilkat. She is here also. She is a tribal son's wife. Eli Phillips is our tribal son. By that term, tribal son, we mean our son's children, because the children of mine are automatically go for their father. They carry their father's name, like my children are Shangukeidi Dancers. So we have Daisy here to represent those that are very ill among us. And recently, my dear sister, I did not think we were going to participate because there was heavy feelings among us as we sang our chant. It was almost like we were rehearsing for the real thing, you know. But anyway, I am thankful to see the braveness of the tribe. In the olden days, they used to say, take courage, take your stand where you're standing, get in your places, we're going forward. So at this time, Daisy is going to represent my dear Uncle Joe White, who is unable to make it here, and also Willie Lee, who is up in Haines. And I do have my sister's children here that are representing, and I could go on and on because we have 4 chant songs we could use, but we are only going to use the Eagle Boat Song, which was composed by Kitchish. And this song is hundreds and thousands of years old, I believe. Nobody knows. But it has been passed down through the ages. And how we got it was from my father, James Tlingit. He loved his fathers. He was a Shangukeidi Dancers. And he said this should be kept along with Mrs. Joe White. So Mrs. Joe White had the best recorder, one of those expensive reels. And they did this recording. We have it at home. And so we wrote word for word from them, because we felt if we're going to do it, we might as well do it the right way. It took hours of writing, because I only used to hear it and follow the song leader, which was my mother at the time. After Tom Jimmy passed away, it was my mother, and my mother died when she was over 90 years old, several years ago. So I feel we have a wonderful heritage, each one of us that are representing our tribes that our ancestors has brought down. Because these songs that we're using, each one of us, I believe, are very precious to us. Thank you very much for your attention.
We'll have a respond to Mrs. Katzik's by Mr. George Davis. George Davis.
Thank you, Nakani. Yachjaya, Yachkaksi, the Tundatani, Wutakwe, Yati, Adayo Kotanki. Take away the Yuktaik, Yukotanki in Kirkishin. Hartlich goes, kiek our tay cheater sagt. Dustig zo, de tijd toe, goed aan het gauwen. Je staat nog dat aan, de tijd toe, achtig de zetten zet noet. Hartlich goes, de oesja zo de nee. Ja, dat we ja kaksi, ja de je goeie tank, tinacha, ze schouwen dakat, het hoog de hang, de plaats is ik was, de hast du zet doortje, de hoeskeet has tijd uit de koeien. Ajatlewe kwasaja kwakaksi, yadihane, jatlewe kwasaja, jayesu yadewu good, dohon hyuya kasiun, Victor Hart, yakoklekat, Tlingit reinig de saai, hon hyuya yakasiun. Itaito, Agoshati, Yanachanahawe, Jindi Koskua, Yashawa Dakat, Atuhitahan, Ita Kakas, Hastuye, the Indunachika, Jilkadi Kosashka. Ayakakakasawe, achon, good, the sign Akoklekat, Ya, Jitkadi Hawakanasach, you were nightin, Dujin, Jitkadi Kanasach. Woesta kan wat je liaatjes gaat ik, Tlingit aan het gaan, je dat uitgeet dat handje is kakach, achan, ja dat ook, ja je akaksi, woesta kan wat je liaatjes dat kan goed, dat kan goed, woesta kan je liaat. Kashkawadarik Kosnuk, Yay, Jayata Dai, Iata, Jego Saku, Takwan the Sak, Tesla, Taktekaya, Kakohi, Yetunuki Wakini, Yewe, Ata, Achyaeon, Achatas. Isasi tekanech, kunatis egogenk, yukotankiech sane.
this will not be a dance, it will be a chant that's sung by we as the Thunderbirds, and it's in memory of our ancestors, in memory of my grandmother, Mrs. Mary Casco, my uncle, William Tlingit, all our other relatives. I could go on and on and on. We appreciate the fact that you've been patient with us this morning. This is really the way tradition is. You can't run and rush the whole thing through. I appreciate very much your patience. Thank you very much. And I'd like to, when I was talking earlier, I forgot to mention the Ducktain Tan. Could you all stand from Huna, please? Ducktain Tan. Gunus Chish. Gunus Chish. Yai datawa kitchis das kashi kachi ach. Iguachuan Shangukeidi.
little chant that we did was that we want to do away with our heavy feelings. And you know, our leaders were known to be, their hunting grounds were in the interior grounds in Whitehorse and above area. And they used to bring down their furs, they used to trade, and they made blankets out of the furs. But it was such a treacherous journey. You know how the weather is around here in Alaska. And so before they left home, they had a big doings. They got together. It was sort of a celebration with the ravens, with their wives and their children. And this is what we're going to do right now. It's called the Kwanstashi, the preparation song. The Athabaskan, Yindayan, one of our song leaders, who is quite a composer, came down with it. And at this time, you are going to hear the Athabaskan interior song. Thank you.
Where's the guys getting ready? Move down the other way. Don't all come by this. Don't all move down. Okay, dance, everybody. Everybody. Okay. Hey, hey, I, do some songs at another time. You see how big I am, so I can't sing that much. Thank you very much.
You notice that after our sister spoke, that George Davis came up and responded to the ceremonial speech. And it's a tradition of our folk to respond properly at the right time. And since we are following the heritage of our people, this was done in correct order. George Davis spoke words of comfort and encouragement to the people on the platform who were relating to you some of the sorrows and the things that their people went through, and they were singing the songs of their tribe and clan, and it was no easy matter for them. And so George Davis came up and gave them words of encouragement, and according to tradition, the opposite tribe and clan were upholding them with outspread hands that they would be encouraged. And now we will go on to the more common things of life. We will be served lunch at 12:30 here, and then the program will take a brief recess until 2 o'clock. All right, thank you.